Hi everyone and welcome to Morning Coffee Break. Hope everybody's doing good today. I've got a shirt that Joy and Logan got me for Father's Day. They wanted me to go ahead and have it. It says, Yoda Best Dad. Isn't that neat? We love Yoda and Baby Yoda. I wish they would have more Mandalorians come out. If any of y'all watch Mandalorian, have you heard anything about when any new ones are going to come out? Because it was like a year or so, I think, between the last time we got some episodes. So I don't know why it takes so long, but anyway, I wish they would come on. I love that show. We all do. Currently it's 62 degrees, high today 77, chance of rain 10%, winds at 5 miles per hour. Today there's going to be a My Precious Kitty video today, so check that out later on. Lots of great shots of Kitty in there. And what's for dinner? Hot dogs and fries is the plan so far. We got some Oscar Mayer beef hot dogs that we got on sale at Kroger. And we got some of their buns. Buns are so small now. Come on. I mean, they're not even, I don't even know if the hot dog might even be longer than that now. They just seem really small, right? You know? And especially the hamburger buns. I mean, come on, they're really super small now. Can you make things any smaller? I don't see how. Okay, that's one of my pet peeves. I keep making stuff smaller, smaller, smaller. The Hungry Man dinner, smaller. The last time we had a Marie Calendar dinner, we probably hadn't had one in a year or so, and we had those the other night, and they used to be round, you know, a big plate, and had a lot of stuff in them. Now they're like this kind of oval kind of shape, a little bit, kind of squarish oval, and then one section in it, and it just didn't have that much in it. It really didn't. It was still good and everything, but less of good. Less stuff means not good. So, okay, here's our jokes today. A magician comes up to our table and does a card trick. Impressed, I asked him how he did it. He says, I can tell you, but then I'd have to kidnap you and take you away. I said, can you tell my mother-in-law? Oh, by the way, my poison ivy is not really much better yet, but I'm trying. Have any of y'all ever heard of Absorbing Junior? Joe, a good friend here and he's got a channel, Joe's Places, Joe's Outdoor Places. Check it out. But he told me that he had used like Absorbing Junior on his for many years, and that it worked great. And I had been using that Calagel stuff, or Caladril. It's Caladril, and it was just really not doing anything much. I mean, it wouldn't even stop it hardly from itching, and it was driving me nuts. So I actually tried the Absorbing Junior. I found a little bit. We didn't have much left, so we went to 3 different places looking for it here in town: Target, Kroger, and Walgreens. None of them had it. And we didn't want to go to Walmart because we never just get one thing in Walmart, and it's further away. So we just ordered it from Amazon. It comes in a 2-pack. Because I put it on and the itch just goes away. And you know, I can stand it being red or something if it's not itching, but it's supposed to dry it up too. It doesn't say that it's for that. It says it's for like athlete's feet or muscles, you know, like kind of like BioFreeze or all that stuff, you know, for sore muscles. But you know, I believe it now. I mean, because they hadn't. I went for 4 hours, and after putting it on, it didn't have itch at all. Of course, then I mowed, and it didn't really itch that much. It didn't really itch after even mowing. So it's crazy. It works. Okay. I got sidetracked there. Okay, how about this one? Junior, Mother, I can't find my baseball mitt. Mother, did you look in the car? Junior, where in the car? Try the glove compartment. And our thought of the day is from Jerry Seinfeld. If a book about failures doesn't sell, is it a success? Is it? I don't know. So I thought that was funny. Okay. Time for trivia time, everyone. And this one says, it doesn't, this is general. So they might not be all about the same as like this first one, about the same things. Let's go to it. This first one seems like it might be hard. Okay. What is the name of a five-sided polygon? Octagon, quadrilateral, pentagon, hexagon. Wow, they all sound like it could be. Octagon, quadrilateral, pentagon, hexagon. I'm trying to think the pentagon is like, is that five-sided? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's a pentagon. That's right. I was just, trying to picture it and then count the sides. In geometry, a polygon is traditionally a plane figure bounded by a finite chain of straight line segments closing in a loop to form a closed chain. Okay. Next question. Another word for the belly button is what? Lumbus, umbilicus, carpus, crus, C-R-U-S. Lumbus, umbilicus, carpus, crus. I think just the word is really, I know which one it is, umbilicus, because it's the umbilical cord, right? Yeah. The navel, clinically known as the umbilicus, commonly known as the belly button or tummy button. I never really heard it called tummy button. Really? Belly button. Is a protruding, flat, or hollowed area in the abdomen at the attachment site of the umbilical cord. All placental mammals have a navel, although it is generally more conspicuous in humans. Well, I got so many scars, I don't have much one left. Seriously, they cut right around it. Yeah, what am I going to do? Okay, which of these modern words allegedly first appeared in a Dr. Seuss book? Weirdo, jock, brainiac, nerd. Dr. Seuss. Weirdo, jock, brainiac, nerd. Kind of sounds like all of them could be right. No. The only one that sounds to me like it might be is nerd. That's something that he would say in one of his books. That's right. Allegedly, the word first appears in print in 1950 in the children's book If I Ran the Zoo by American children's writer Dr. Seuss. In the book, a boy named Gerald McCrew makes a great number of delightfully extravagant claims as to what he would do if he were in charge of at the zoo, where he insists the animals housed there were boring. When do you get to the nerd thing? Among these fanciful schemes is, and then just to show them, I'll sail to Catrue and bring back an it-cutch, a preep, and a prue, a nurgle, a nerd, and seersucker too. A nerd. Okay. Next question. On average, how much blood is in the human body? Well, I almost died from low blood. My blood got down to 5.1, and it's supposed to be 15. And the hospital, I'd had blood work done earlier that day. The hospital called me, one of the doctors from my group called me at 1:30 in the morning and said I needed to get to the hospital, and if I couldn't make it, call an ambulance. And every time I would stand up, I would pass out and just fall down to the floor. I couldn't even get up. My blood was, I guess my blood pressure was super low too. But yeah, so I went, got there, and I believe that's the time they took me by ambulance, because I couldn't stand up to go to the car, and Joy couldn't hold me up all the time. But yeah, I had 2 meds that I was on for the Crohn's disease, and both of them were messing me up real bad. I wasn't making any new red blood cells because of these meds I was on. And then it wasn't making the white blood cells or whatever right either. So I got the double whammy, and it almost killed me. So that's how they got me on Entyvio after that, which has helped me save my life. So anyway, I get talking about things in this, and then it reminds me of stuff that's happened. Okay, so on average, how much blood is in the human body? 2.3 gallons, 1.5 gallons, 0.5 gallons, that's a half a gallon, 3 gallons, okay. Gallons. I'm trying to think how many bags. They had to give me 2 at least, maybe more. 2.3 gallons. That sounds like a lot of blood. I mean, I'm just really just guessing. I'm gonna say 1.5 gallons. Oh, that's right. The amount of blood in a person's body depends on their size. A newborn baby's body will contain only around a cup of blood, whereas a 150 to 180 pound adult will have approximately 1.2 to 1.5 gallons of blood in their body. Blood is approximately 10% of an adult's weight. Whole blood is made up of red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. Mine wasn't making either one, the red or white. That's why I got really bad. I almost died. He said if I hadn't come in, most likely I wouldn't have woke up the next morning. Yeah. So God saved me. Okay. So yeah. 4 right, none wrong. How many cents is in a dime? Everybody should know this. 4, 5, 10, 2. Hey, what you doing? Hi. Hi, you. Kitty. Well, I think everybody probably knows this. It's 10. Something on my hand. Yeah. The dime in United States uses is a 10-cent coin, 1/10 of a United States dollar, labeled formally as 1 dime. Pretty easy one. What is the primary reason why humans sweat? Moisturize, cleansing skin, thermoregulation, expel excess water. Okay. Moisturize, cleansing skin, thermoregulation, expel excess water. I'm thinking, like I think I've heard something about this before, but I didn't know. I mean, I don't know if that's the word I remember. I'm going to say thermoregulation. Yeah, that's right. Perspiration, also known as sweating, is the production of fluids secreted by the sweat glands in the skin of mammals. In humans, sweating is primarily a means of thermoregulation, which is achieved by the water-rich secretion of the eccrine glands. Maximum sweat rates of an adult can be up to 2 to 4 liters per hour. Wow. Or 10 to 14 liters per day, but is less in children. Well, my goodness. 6 right, none wrong. I'm surprised. I'm doing pretty good. Which of the following words is a verb? Now, I'm not that great with English, Remember I said I didn't like English class? It was really about the only one I didn't like. Room, rune, R-U-N-E, rum, run. Room, R-O-O-M, then R-U-N-E, rune, rum, run. Okay, if I think I know anything about this, I think a verb is like some kind of action. So I would say run. Yeah. To run. These words refer to moving quickly along a surface by moving your legs faster than normal. The most common word for this is run. If you run, you move your legs much faster and with more force than if you were walking. I saw him running down the street. If someone runs very fast over a short distance, you can use the verb sprint. I had to sprint to catch the bus. 7 right, got 3 more. How many questions are there in Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? 15, 18, 17, 20. Oh gosh, we used to watch that show. How many questions? There's a lot of questions. I remember that. I'm going to say 20. I may miss this one. Yeah, it's 15. That, you know what? That was the first thing I thought was 15. In my head, I did. I mean, I didn't act on it. I just thought too long. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is a quiz competition where contestants have to correctly answer a series of multiple choice questions in order to advance to the next level. There are 15 questions in total, and each question is worth a specific amount of money, and no time limit is placed on contestants to come up with an answer. That's good. That's good, because if you give me time to think about it, I'll be more likely to come up with the right answer. What? I'm having trouble with my voice a little bit, my throat. What is the origin of the phrase, "Don't mess with Texas"? Historical event, Texas Rangers motto, movie catchphrase, anti-littering campaign. Don't mess with Texas. I don't know if that would be a Texas Ranger motto, really. I just don't. It just doesn't sound like it would be. To me, I'm thinking a historical event. I could miss this one as well. Yeah, because I wasn't really sure, and it's anti-littering campaign, so I would never have thought of that. It just didn't sound like it. Now, y'all that live in Texas, I'm sure know about it. Don't Mess with Texas is a slogan for a campaign aimed at reducing littering on Texas roadways by the Texas Department of Transportation. That's enough of that. We know what it's about now. One more. Which of these letters was never used for an New York City subway line? I, L, J, E. Never used for a New York City subway line. I think, I may miss again, but I think it's an I because somebody could mistake that for an L or something. Does that make any sense? Whereas the others, I don't know about J. I'm going to say I. That's right. The letters I and O were never used for trains because of their visual similarities to the numbers 0 and 1. Oh, I see. So it would look like a 1. Ken looks like, yeah, it looks like a 1 that way. So see, I and O, the O they can think would look like a 0. Okay, so that makes sense. Okay, so I ended up with 8 right and 2 wrong today. Not too bad. I like it when they mix it up. The general category where it's got a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So I hope y'all did good and enjoyed trivia time and morning coffee break today. If you did, I hope you'll press that like button. Also subscribe if you haven't already and share this out. And hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Everybody have a great day. Check out My Precious Kitty later on. Bye everyone and God bless.